We are turning into a big family living in different neighborhoods in the world. Previously, those neighborhoods used to be called countries. Following the advent of the internet, we humans began removing the cultural barriers behind which we hid ourselves to conserve what we originally have. In a sense, we used to be afraid of others' evil impact on our culture we fostered, and grew among our fellow nations as confined to our physical boundaries. Yes, that's crucial right in here. We used to identify our world as we and the others. When we look into history, we would see people initially experience confusion once they enter a period we call modernity, having left a medieval period. They had formed an industrial society terminating feudal relationships. Capitalism showed up as dominating reality, regulating economic and social relationships. That regulation grew stronger after the communist bloc collapsed in the last century. However, people tended to conserve their cultures and differences intact all while the social transformation has occurred. The Internet revolution pushed capitalism to change its all-known forms. Initially, there were a few multinational corporations. As such, capitalism's socio-cultural impact was constricted to only one or few countries. The Internet made the circulation of information easier and quicker. That helped the large corporations spread to the other countries, whose market conditions were relatively free. Those large corporations took root in many countries. Those corporations became multicultural, living behind this multinational identity. This multicultural facet of large corporations made people revise the concept of we and the others. A French person preferred Google.fr over a French search engine, or a German began smiling once he or she heard the name Facebook. Some global brands became a part of the entire world. People questioned and revised the concept of we and the others. So, what will happen in the end? To my belief, we will erase the others part of the concept. There will only be we from now on. That does not mean people will abandon their national identities in the next century, however, we will loosen them. Imagine that. You live in India and you order a new suit from Macy's through your cell phone on Monday, and you receive it in your delivery the following day, and you pay for this transaction less than the amount you would pay to your local store. See? It's an intercontinental commerce, but faster and cheaper. In another possible instance in the near future, you like sushi and live in Kenya. Let's assume there are no many choices, so you decide to order by cell phone or computer from Japan. You receive the freshly prepared sushi by your first plane arrived from Japan. All you pay is the price of the sushi, but not delivery, no plane delivery fee, since that Japanese companies made a free plane delivery promotion. These examples don't pertain to tomorrow's world, but absolutely to a world of 10 or 20 years from now. And finally, imagine again a small country in conflict with its larger neighbor. That small country collects many legionnaires and new weapons in less than a month. Ta-ta-ta! It's ready for a massive and destructive war. As you can see, this global change brings the evil examples as well. The world is heading towards a common culture and a common government. All the people around the world will have a unique ID card. They will speak English other than their local one. Does that sound utopian to you? I believe you should begin to get used to this idea. There will be a single governing body, state or organization, or something else of this kind. At this point, let's go back to those large corporations I mentioned in the beginning. The new governing body, Government of the United States of the World, will be sponsored by those large countries. That's true, only people will elect that government. However, the candidates will acquire campaign money through the donations of those firms. Actually, election races will be among those corporations. What about people? Well, they are only details. Aren't we even details today? What about other powers like Russia and China? If we were talking for 10 years, they will stay the same. But if we talk for a time of 100 years, maybe there will still exist countries like Russia and China, but the government style will change into a fully capitalist one. In other words, people living there will be aligned to this government for the United States of the world. As regards to the European Union, let's remember the Industrial Revolution began in this old continent. Even today, they don't have a strong bond among those nations. They try to protect the Union these days. They prefer their national identities over a true large union. In the long run, they would absolutely be a part of the above-mentioned universal government. This post includes my beliefs and guesses regarding all of our common future. I really do not want to disappoint anybody for his or her different beliefs, and I don't want to offend anybody in the world. I also know I might be wrong in many aspects of the above beliefs. This topic requires mentioning many opinions since it's falling into the unknown. Maybe I can continue in next articles. It also depends on your feedback. Please contribute to this discussion and send me your comments. I'll publish them here.